Hello everyone and welcome to Corners of Speed. My name is Thomas, next to me is Lewis and we're here in the sunny England for the Silverstone Grand Prix. Yes, you heard it correctly. The sun is out. Get your sun cream out. Surprise, surprise. It is dry around here and these guys are up for a challenge. 17 people in the lobby. If I'm not mistaken, there is still someone to join through quali, but I'm not quite sure about that. But we've got a good competitive field out here for you guys to watch, and yeah, really looking forward for today's race. We're on board with Muse as he is the first one to set a competitive lap time. Through sector 1 he goes. Let's see what Muse can do. We saw a very interesting race last week around Japan with too many safety cars, if I say so myself, but it made the race really interesting, and we had an excitement until the very last moment with 3 wide going into 130R, Fruitful picking up a puncture, Vaporizer absolutely demolished into the wall. It was chaos everywhere. Yeah, it was great to watch. Not the driving standards we stand for here in Corners of Speed, but sometimes you have to look through it. Muse with a purple sector 2, but that is obvious as he is the first one out on track. Pit entry on the right hand side. We've got 2 more corners to negotiate, and then we can see what the first lap time of tonight will be. It is a 1:27.6 for Muse.
Hello everybody, I'm here. Not quite as late as last time, so next week will be back to normal. But yeah, it's great to be here. Silverstone is home track, and like you said, Thomas, it's sunny. Both quali and the race. It's actually, we're lucky. If this was last week, it would have been a guarantee this would have been rain. Both quali and the race, because I don't know if you've had any of the weather like we did last week. It's been absolutely shocking, but yeah, so far this week's been quite nice, apart from yesterday, and it's, yeah, as is shown today, we've got great conditions for what should be a very close-fought race. And as you mentioned, Suzuka was just bonkers. Suzuka was just like one of those races where we do get occasionally, and I did say it last week, I put it as a top 5 race that we've commentated on. Just mainly safety car did help with that, but just how difficult it is to overtake, make people do aggressive moves. I don't think we're going to have that issue round here. Wide circuit, although DRS only really Hangar Straight and Wellington Straight. Yeah, it's wide enough where 2 cars should be able to, or even 3 cars should be able to go into a corner. So we'll see how it goes.
We will see indeed. We've got AJ now, who's almost coming towards the line in the Red Bull. Gets a good exit on towards the line. It's a 1:28.7, which puts him P8 so far in the session. A Vaporizer retired. There is in the pits, I think.
Has he got a quali ban?
No, he hasn't.
Oh.
But don't rule him out for the victory nonetheless.
Oh, absolutely not. Oh no, there is a Ferrari off. Maybe he crashed.
No,
no,
that's inside.
Inside, yeah. No, you are right, he's in the pits.
So everyone now sort of got their first run in, apart from the people who invalidated their first run. Now we can see everyone slowly starting to make their way down the pits again. We've got Stubbly starting his out lap. I saw that's outer rim. Is he pushing or is he coming into the pits? We don't know.
I think he's on an out lap. Or he's backed out.
Yeah,
or he's on an in lap. Might be on an in lap.
Very fast in lap.
Yeah, it's on an in lap because he's done 2 laps on those tyres. So a lot of the top runners are currently in the pits. I don't think we have... AJ's at the end of a hot lap. Oh no, he's about to start a hot lap. So he must have backed out. As Charlie goes P7 with his lap.
Oh, AJ! There he goes. So we go back to Tasmania. We're starting his first lap of tonight's session.
Yeah, those corners, the car feels very lazy without the downforce. It's such a tight corner, and if you brake a little bit too late, it's a nightmare for hitting apex. And you use a lot of time.
Yeah, these cars are not made for low-speed corners.
No, absolutely not. They're heavier now. They're ground effects, so they rely heavily on that high speed, which corners like Cops, perfect for. But I do notice on this game, these guys aren't as quick. Like, you can't go flat round Stowe anymore, or Cops, sorry, like you could back in the day.
I remember those days.
Yeah, you could go flat out if you got the corner right. Whilst now you do have to back out a little bit. Suspension, you do want to run, as I learned from Two-Spell, you do want to run quite stiff at the front. Oh, he's in traffic here. He's not going to be happy. Oh, he almost made contact with the Red Bull. Final corner, again, slow corners, quite a bit of curb. That's going to make him jump a bit wide and he has to compensate the right-hander section. But for a first lap, gets him into P7 for a first hot lap.
Yeah, with all the traffic as well.
Yeah, he could probably put that in, to be fair. It wasn't good from the other guys.
Got Stubbly in the last part of the lap. I don't think it's going to be a really competitive one. To the line, 128.3, well, still P10 for Stubbly. Well done. Good fun on his outlap as well. Britain is pushing, but he invalidated already. We've got Hunt, who invalidated as well, but I think he's gonna go again. Yes, he is. So let's go on board with the Aston Martin.
Yeah, he's already through the flat out right and left hander of Abbey. First tie so far. Get some improvements. You have to do a lap time, so we're not going to get a delta time here. I'm gonna I can't remember what corner this is. Is it Woodcut?
You're asking me.
Yeah, I should know this. I think it's Woodcut.
I know Cops is coming up next.
Yeah. Woodcut's quite a long right-hander. Yeah, Maggots, Beckett's, Hanger straight.
Maggots, Beckett's Chapel, isn't it?
Maggots, Beckett's...
This is Chapel.
Right. Yeah,
and
it's
then
Chapel,
Hanger straight.
Yeah.
And then you've got Stowe, yes. And then Klopp Corner is the...
That's it.
Yeah, I know my... And then Wellington Straight is the first DRS straight, right?
That's right, Wellington Straight, yeah. I can't remember, I know the Abbey chicane, but I can't remember what the newer part is called. Oh, he gets a bit out of shape there. And you lose a bit of time in those bits. 127.8. Yeah, you got Abbey, which is the right and left hander, but I can't remember what turns 2 and 3 are. But that's enough for P8 for now. It gets a lap on the board. Now, who else on a hot lap? Oh, Fruitful.
Raptor is as well. Raptor is improved by almost 1.5 tenths. So he is on to get the pole position of his teammate, but now it's the pole position of Faust, who is a new joiner, who will be permanently in the Red Bull, replacing Bama, who unfortunately can't race in EU1 anymore.
I tell you what,
yeah?
Dave Price not being in the field today has made quali quite very interesting and very close.
Yes.
Oh, Raptor almost lost it through Max and Beckett. I wonder if he lost a bit of time.
2.5 tenths
No.
up.
He hasn't lost time. That's going to be very close here. Because he is. That's enough at the moment for pole.
Thank you for following LL Gamesport. Much appreciated.
It looks tidy, it looks good. And it is good.
First one to dip into the 126. Roy is on for an improvement as well. Through Meckets and Beckets he goes.
He's got a guy ahead of him. That's an Alpha Tauri.
Maybe enjoy a little bit of slipstream. He is gonna enjoy a little bit of slipstream. Oh my days, what a perfect toe from the Alpha Tauri in front. Don't ruin your lap now, because you won't get an opportunity like this in the next 5 minutes.
Yellow in sector 3. Now, this could be enough for a P2 here. And it is.
It is.
Yes. Yeah, still a bit of daylight though between Raptor and the rest. Like I say, Raptor the only one in the 126s. And a lot of guys now in the pits. Ready for the next phase.
Bruce will put himself up into P6.
And that's on 2-lap-old softs as well.
Yeah, he invalidated his first run, but looking at the time, he probably said to himself, okay, I need to put a lap on the boards at least.
Yeah, AJ, P12. There's not. I don't think there's anyone actually on a hot lap at the moment.
Hasmania is.
Okay. Oh, and actually Charlie, I think, is on a hot. Oh no, he isn't anymore. Minor improvement for Has.
Through Meckets and Beckets. Is he up through sector 2? Yes, he is. By a bit more than 2 tenths. He's gonna dip into the 127s. For now, it's only going to give him one position. So he needs to find a little bit more time. But this is where he got held up on his first run. So he should be able to gain a little bit more time, not touching the curb this time round. Oh, but he loses it now on exit. So he did everything right apart from the last bit. Oh no. I'm going to switch to
yeah, another street. Yeah, nothing to see here. Homer's dad way. He comes into the house, picks up the coat, and drops the coat off, and then picks it up again, and walks out. I can see why he was doing it, because he's not going to get enough time to do.
No.
He's not going to be able to do enough time.
No, I understand his way of thinking. Just can't accept it.
Sure we can.
Well, I can, but the rulebook doesn't.
Yeah. Computer says no.
We have to follow the rulebook. Tuspel will agree with me.
Yeah. Jones is going to be one of the first ones to do a hot lap here.
A legend who creates the lobby every single night. You gotta love it.
Oh, Jones is doing interestingly. So Jones is doing 2 laps warm up. As Fruitful is retiring in the pits. Yeah, PW Jones is doing a 2-lap strategy of warming up his tyres.
Is that a problem around here to warm up your tires?
I don't know, because I didn't get the chance.
Maybe it's to get that little bit more fuel out. Maybe you're with too much fuel in the car that you can do on minimum fuel, that you can do 2 runs.
I'm not sure. Like, I think you can get minimum fuel just from doing 3 laps. I just think he's maybe making sure his tyres are in the window. I've done a 2-lap warm up before, and it has worked good. He's kind of attacking. It'll be interesting to see how he gets on.
Here comes outer rim. It was 2 seconds quicker,
Oh.
but
Inside spun at Cops. So he's not going to improve. Oh, and Hasmania has a moment as well. Again. That's weirdly coming out of a certain corner. AJ's on? No, AJ's cruising. A lot of people not doing laps here.
yeah, Moller up is going through Magazine Baggins, but he was half a tenth down on his previous lap time, so he needs to find a little bit more time through here. Let's see how is his sector 2. It's good, but he invalidated, so it's not going to be an improvement from Moller up.
Jones is 600 up on his previous best. Side tyres. Yeah, Jones looks quick here. He's got the grip. I wonder whether it'll be a big improvement here. I think he's got quite a high downforce setup here, Jones, because he's able to carry lots of speed through the high speed sections, and he is quarter of a second up on his previous best. He will need a bit more than that if he wants to get above, well, he'll get past Stubley, but I don't know about inside. And also, get on my Faust, he is slightly up.
If he can get himself in front of Inside and Fruitful, they are not going to be improving, but he gets it right in between. So we go on board with Faust. And he improves, but it's not enough. So Raptor already has pole position secure, but can he improve his lap time even further?
Yeah, Charlie spun.
And towards the line. And he improves. Almost 2 tenths.
Yeah.
Brilliant lap time from Raptor. And he puts himself in pole position.
Yeah, very good, very good.
So, Raptor on pole position for the Silverstone Grand Prix. Get on my Faust P2, Roy P3, News P4, Motorop P5, Hunt P6, Fruitful P7, Jones P8, Inside P9 and Brisin rounds off the top 10. Stubley P11, Charlie P12, Hasmania P13, AJ P14, Charlie P15, Outer Rim P16 and Vaporizer will start from the back of the grid P17.
Got a race on our hands here. Vaporizer, can he turn it around? I mean, he almost did it in Suzuka. Can he do it this weekend? All we'd need now is a twist of fate where it actually does turn out it rains. That would be very British for it to rain.
That would cause mayhem.
Especially with the set up front. Oh yeah, so a bit of a fun fact. You know that bridge that goes across to the wing, the Silverstone paddock? Well, the other side, that's only just been built recently, although it's been on the games for the last couple of years now. That actually is connected to a hotel, which is on the other side of the track. Fun fact for you.
So,
Prediction.
yeah, this is a tricky one. I'm going to say that Raptor is going to win this race. I'm gonna say Faust P2 and Vaporizer P3.
Yeah, if there's no safety car, I think it's going to be very hard for Vaporizer to dare I say, even get on the podium. But because I do expect there to be at least one safety car, because it's the dry conditions. 'Cause weirdly, dry conditions seem to create more of a chance of a safety car than wet conditions.
Yes.
I do think Vaporizer, if it's a safety car, I generally think Vaporizer can win it. Personally. If he's got the pace, we haven't seen the pace, but I think Vaporizer, I'm going to be going for it, Vaporizer winning, Raptor P2, and then maybe something like 3-4 P3.
We've got 4 people on the mediums, everyone else is on the hards. We've got Hunt on the medium, Jones, Britain and Stubley. Like I said, the rest of the grid is all on the hard tire, so they will try their absolute best to get some heat into those white wall tires. Predictions for the podium already done. Strategy wise, Lewis, I assume like every other track, easy one stop, hard to medium, medium to hard.
You got
safety car towards the end. When are we going to see the soft tire? Like, if the safety car comes out lap 18, is that good enough for a soft tire, or do we have to wait a little bit longer than that?
A soft tire car could potentially work to that level, maybe 18, 19, 20. Then you'll be able to get the softs to work all the way to that point. More likely a 19, 20, because the tire will drop off. But yeah, in terms of if you're starting on the hards, like a lot of the guys at the front are doing, expect them to go to around sort of lap 16, something like that, lap 15, to then go on to the mediums. It's a bit like Spa, where there's not actually much different between your stop from the medium runners to hard runners, as Raptor does a lovely 360 spin to help warm up his tyres.
There are more people doing that.
Maybe there needs to be a rule in place. I mean, it's good for Tokyo drifting, but it's not a drift competition.
If it was a Fast and Furious film, then they would have got their role.
So we've got the strategy there. So if you're on the mediums, you're looking to pit around lap 12. If you're on the hard tyre, I expect people to be pitting around lap 15, 16.
Let's go. Everyone is in their grid slots. No one over the line, hopefully. Only AJ will disqualified. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go for the Silverstone Grand Prix. It's a good start by Raptor. It's a good start by Faust. Roy with a little bit of a tricky start, but he remains in P3. Hunt gets up into P4. As there is a Williams off the track already. We've got Mother up losing position left, right and center. Fruitful up into P6. But no one with damage so far. It's News who got spun around.
Yeah. And Vaporizer's already up a few spots. I went on board with him for the start of this race. A couple of people not getting good starts. Vaporizer trying to keep it clean. But he's made a few spots so far. He's also starting on the hards. So he's matching the strategy of the front runners.
Oh, that is Roy. And Fruitful had nowhere to go. From P6 drops down all the way to P10.
Oh, and then there's more spinners. There's a Mercedes off of Charlie. A lot of damage and debris all over the place. Yeah, not a good start already. A Red Bull with no wing, and that is AJ. I don't know if Fruitful's got any wing damage, you know. I think he might have got away with that, possibly. There's a bit of a train.
Raptor checked out, by the way. Oh my days. Yeah. 1.8 seconds.
Yeah, all that stuff happening. And look, we got 3 wide here, going into hangar. You can do it around Silverstone. Yeah, Ferrari looks like inside looks like he's got damage, and he's going to go into the pits. He does. Yeah, no messing about by Raptor. So, yeah, you got a big bit of a battle. The medium runners got a really good start, as expected, and they've moved up loads of places like Hackfar Hunt, PW Jones, Britain. They're all right at the back of Faust right now. And they're going to get that tyre warm up and performance advantage. However, it's always an advantage to get that hard tyre out of the way, get on the medium when your car's lighter, and you do just get a better performance in general.
Fruitful try to move there around the outside. Stubley got put to dry there, and now Vaporize is down the inside of Corpse, and he gets the job done. So that's Vaporize already up into P10 as Fruitful goes wide.
Yeah, it's going to be a fast and furious race here. Oh, Fruitful loses it. Yeah. Big moment, and there's an AlphaTauri up as well. So the Ferrari now gets ahead of Vaporizer now into P9. Picking his way through. He's got a lot of pace here. Yeah, Vaporizer's next target as DRS is now enabled. Oh, there's a spinner in the background. That is Hasmania. Getting on the power too much, too greedy, and it has bit him. So, yeah, Vaporizer, without DRS assist, obviously probably took advantage from the chaos that occurred at Woodcut. He's P9 already on lap 3. But he is 9.5 seconds behind our race leader.
Yeah, but this is the point though, where if Vaporizer has been in that position for I don't know how many times, that he had a big lead, safety car comes out, all gone to nothing.
Yeah.
Raptor now 2.5 seconds clear from Faust, but one safety car and that gap is gone. And we've got Fruitful with a spin. His car is all over the shop.
Yeah,
so he
very
got
twitchy.
dropped down to P14 now, and I'm not surprised if that's going to be P15 after Corpse.
Oh, yeah, he's hit the AlphaTauri. Those rears are overheated completely. I wonder if he's just not got a stiff enough suspension. This sort of track, you do need that front end to be stiff. And yeah, that back end's just so loose. Raptor, 2.9 ahead. Hunt has got ahead of Faust. Faust is keeping him honest still, but yeah, Raptor doing everything he needs to do in trying to win this race.
Is Hunt quick enough now on these mediums to gain a little bit into the lead of Raptor? Or is Raptor just too quick for everyone else on track at the moment?
Yeah, I think Raptor... Hunt is closing in a little bit on that first sector, so those mediums aren't doing too bad. But it's just such a small difference between the medium and the hards. Oh, Vaporizer back in, almost stepping out there. Yeah, I don't expect them to be able to catch Raptor, to be honest. Oh, yeah, in second one. Yeah, you got Charlie. Charlie's the next target for Vaporizer in P. That's about P7. Currently in a lonely P7. Vaporizer will get DRS. And then you got a good battle. Still for P2. Oh! We got a Mercedes off.
It is Charlie. But he got back going again.
Yeah. Tell you what, Hunt has actually gained a couple of tenths on Raptor this time by, and what he is doing is Faust is able to get DRS, so he can stay with Hunt, even though he doesn't have the grip advantage. But interestingly, I'm noticing that Hunt is right on the cusp of being underfueled.
Okay.
I get a little red flash on the fuel dial. Normally it's a yellow dial, but...
So he probably expected a couple of safety cars for this race.
I didn't see it. I don't see it now, so maybe it was just a bit of a glitch on the spectator. But...
Oh, outer rim. And he's going again.
I'll tell you what, Raptor has got the fuel light on, so Raptor is under fuel for this. He will need a safety car.
Interesting.
But I think round here, well, in the wet it did anyway, your fuel goes up. And I know it does naturally in wet anyway, but my fuel allowance is going up, so maybe knowing that, these people have under-fueled, and now they're already, like, in the safety zone. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Because Moller Up is also on the fuel level, and so too is Vaporizer. So I wonder whether it's something around here where it's a track where you actually can under-fuel, and you'll be able to get your fuel back. We'll find out.
Yeah, we will have to wait and see. Two Williams in P9 and P10, they haven't had their best start of a race. But they've got a bit of 2.5 seconds to Charlie and Vaporizer, but they're in the points now. And they can see P7 and P8 up ahead. So still all to play for, but we go back to the battle for P2.
Yeah. Nice little train. Yeah, Vaporizer's got 3.5 seconds to catch up on Moller Up. And unfortunately, he's only got 21 laps to do it in.
Oh, lovely helicopter view. We love to see it. So Hunt must have some insane straight line speed, as Faust is not anywhere near making a move on the straight.
Yeah.
Gap remains the same between P1 and P2 now. I think Raptor is just consolidating his pace. To see what is the competition doing. Do I need to push? Do I save the tires? Raptor is playing it smart here. He knows he's got nothing to worry. With a 3-second gap, he can even pick up a penalty and all. Oh! Oh, that was lag. But here comes Jones. And he can't make it stick.
Yeah. And obviously, this shows Faust with good pace here, because the fact he can keep with these medium guys means that when he does switch, he will have the advantage over these guys. But interestingly, Vaporizer, he's not really gaining. If I have a look on the leader, I say that he's a couple of tenths quicker than our race leader right now. He's been able to pull it down. He's actually gaining quite a bit of time on this.
Yeah, I think Raptor made a mistake because Hunt is catching as well as Brissin.
Yeah.
Made a little bit of a mistake there, but he's still in the DRS.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of time. It's 2.5 seconds. Oh, Hunt has a moment. Yeah, Vaporizer's gained about 7 tenths on this lap.
Oh, Faust! With a mistake, and Jones is through.
Yeah.
But now, there is a 1 second gap between the two Aston Martins.
Oh, just though. Oh, did he get in there? He might have just got within the second. He has got DRS.
Yes, he has.
But that's even worse for Faust. He doesn't even have a opportunity to get back at him.
Yeah, and I think Jones is quick in a straight line.
Yeah, but it's alright. Faust, he, unlike the others, he will be on the quicker tyre for the second half of this race. So as long as he can stay with them, staying in that DRS, it'll all be good for him, and he will get the rub of the green and the advantage next time up.
Moller Up almost getting the DRS of Brissin. He's close. If that's the case, then Vaporizer will have a hard task catching up, because they will pull away on the straights. Moller Up is within that 1 second.
Oh, got Mercedes spinning again.
Ooh, Faust. Faust! And he's gone.
Oh no, second time. Trying to keep the tyres from getting too hot. Vaporizer also. Vaporizer must have had a moment. It's down to P11. So Vaporizer also has had an off somewhere.
And Britain as well.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Everyone's having a moment here. Yeah, I don't know where Vaporizer did it. Yeah, because I was expecting Faust to get overtaken, but when I saw Charlie pass, I was like, well, where's the Ferrari gone?
So in
That's
10,
really...
in 10 seconds time, we lost, or Britain made a mistake, Faust made a mistake, and Vaporizer made a mistake.
Yeah. You know, Raptor's been able to pull that gap back now to 3.5 seconds, so Raptor, like you said, he obviously made a mistake, but now is really putting the hammer down. He's doing the fastest lap. He's doing the fastest lap of the race so far, Raptor. I think he's using a lot of energy on this lap just to prove a point here. I think he saved his energy and he's just splurted it out on this lap. I think this is going to be the new fastest lap of the race here. And it is.
Making
4
a
tenths
statement
quicker than
right
his
there.
previous best. Yeah, he's made a 4.1 second gap. He's obviously decided he's going to put the hammer down. He's used a lot of energy, but he's got the gap now. Vaporizer gets past Stubby. Oh, Mercedes up again with Charlie.
Brilliant battle for P6 in this race as well. Charlie, Faust, Roy and News all in the battle for P6. Faust really close to the back of Charlie. 2 Charlies now.
Yeah. Oh.
The other Charlie picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Charlie. So we're getting towards the window now. In the next couple of laps, when the medium runners are going to be pitting.
Yeah, I just wanted to say Mother Up is closing in a lot compared to the 2 Aston Martins on the mediums in front. So yeah, there we've got Jones already making. Yeah, I think it's time for the mediums to come into the box. Rizin follows him. So 2 medium runners already into the pits. Only Hunt stays out for now.
Yeah, Brizin. And it's such a long pit stop because of how slow the speedo is and how early you have to go in onto that limiter.
Yeah.
It's a slow pit, and so you do lose a lot of time. Any track where the speedo is not the normal 100 kph or 80 kph,
80,
whatever it is. Yeah, it's a nightmare. Singapore is another one.
Yeah, but that pit straight isn't that long, to be honest. So that saves quite a bit of time.
I generally think Silverstone's the longest pit on the calendar.
Yeah.
Jones is now 35 seconds behind the race leader, and he was probably about 5 seconds, 6 seconds. So it's about 30 seconds you lose.
And normally it's like 23 or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think Roy is going to make a move on Faust. He gets DRS from the back of Charlie. Is he going to make a move himself?
Oh, Charlie's retired.
In the
pits.
Oh, Charlie goes defensive. Faust with a move around the outside. No, he's not. As Hunt is now into the pits as well. So the last guy out on the mediums is in together with Stubbly. The people by the name of Inside AJ and has already made a stop, so they are not on the same medium tire like they started on. They all started
Yeah.
on the hard.
So those hard runners now going to carry on going. One, I don't know why. You get AJ all over the back of Charlie, and they've got instantly behind them. You've got Roy and Nels. Here we go. The Red Bull lining up a move. Side by side. Oh, and he does it. Great move from Faust. Round the outside. And he is back into the top 3 spots. Albeit he's quite a bit behind Moller. All he can do now is damage limitation, see how far he can get up the field. If he can get back in those podium spots, he will have the better tyre for the second half of the race as mentioned earlier. So let's see what he can do now. He's going to be a DRS duck now to these guys behind him.
Yeah, but Charlie's losing quite some time through Maggots and Beckett, so I don't think Charlie's making a move.
No.
And he's low on ERS.
Yeah, very low.
Is Vaporizer? Yeah, Vaporizer is getting close to this train as well. After the mistake he made.
Yeah.
Vaporizer is back fighting for P3 in this race at the moment. As we are halfway into this race already. That's what you get when there's no safety cars.
Yeah, time flies. Oh, Moller gets 3 seconds. That won't help, especially with a safety car later on.
Yeah, so News, Stubbly and Moller up. All want a penalty.
Oh, the Williams boys right with each other.
Vaporize is close enough to get himself a little bit of DRS. Faust is getting into the pits.
So a little bit earlier than I expected. Oh, and he speeds as well. Oh, that's gonna make this race even worse. 5 seconds. It's a little bit earlier as well. I was expecting the hard runners maybe to pit around the end of lap 14 or end of lap 15. Yeah, Vaporizer's joined this group now. And by the way,
just behind the inside, yeah.
Raptor is just pulling away. I've just looked on the leader gaps, like Hunt. It took a couple of laps of those hards to get up to temperature, and I think they all lost quite a few seconds to Raptor. They haven't. The undercut doesn't work around here because yeah, I can see Hunt is now 37 seconds behind. He's only really on equal pace with Raptor at the moment.
Yeah, and Raptor, he will be going on to the mediums, so he will be even quicker.
Yeah, Moller pits. But Moller's decided to do the lap earlier, and Charlie's coming in. One of the Williams does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vaporizer doesn't.
No, Vaporizer is going to make a move on Roy now, I suppose.
Yeah.
If Vaporizer is smart, which he is, he will probably stay out for not only this lap, but also the next one to maybe get himself in front of those guys who have gone into the pits now by News and Charlie.
Yeah, because I feel like there's a bit of an overcut advantage here. The tyre warm-up.
Here comes Vaporizer down the inside. A lot of ERS left. Gets the job done. And it's time for him now to push and get himself in front of that train. before he makes his pit stop.
Absolutely. We're up to 17 seconds clear of the rest of the field. Lovely gap control, and I think his pit icon is on, so I'd expect him to pit this lap, which he does. Now don't be silly and speed, and he doesn't, because that really wouldn't be needed when you've got that kind of a gap. You don't need to be silly. And now the 30-second speed limit, which I'm guessing 60 kph.
Vaporize is going in already together with Roy. Oh, and he picks off, and Roy does the same.
Did Vaporizer get a speeding penalty?
Yes, he did.
Oh. I mean, it's so easy to do around here, but I just think it's not worth it. Like, just for the break a little bit earlier. You might lose a second. It's better than losing 5. And Moller up, so Moller's coming out of the final turn now. Vaporizer and Roik. And so Moller easily gets ahead. So does Hunt.
Where
Jones,
are they coming out compared to...
Horizon is ahead. Yeah, Vaporizer's coming out now.
Well, News must have made a mistake. But Vaporizer comes out in front of Charlie and in front of Roy, so... He dodged the train, and Niels made a mistake and he is off. And there we have your safety car.
Oh, there you go.
This race is back on.
Out. 1 lap on the mediums. Yeah, Hackvar, I mean, if you're anyone on the hards, you pit now and go on the mediums. And the beauty of it is they're so far along the track, and everything's going to be on delta time. But do you stay on the hards and keep track position, or, and I mean for me, I think you've got to pit. It's not. If it was only 5 laps, if there's only 5 laps left, then I'd stay on the hards. But with 11 to go, 10 this time by, I just think you got to pit. Get on the medium tyre. Because you're going to take quite an advantage. Oh, but Hunt doesn't. Neither does Jones. But Bryson is going to pit. Just don't speed, which he doesn't. And so does Faust. Faust pits, but he speeds again. So he's got another penalty for speeding.
Vaporizer pits as well. Is Vaporizer going well solved?
He must be, surely. Which I don't know whether that's...
He's going on a fresh set of mediums again.
Oh, he's doing his penalty.
But he's doing the 5-second penalty, which is smart by Vaporizer.
Yeah. That's obviously why Faust wanted to do that as well, but he picked up another 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's unlucky.
It's not unlucky, it's...
yeah.
Well, the first time, yeah. Second time, the saying goes, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, kind of thing. It's like...
Fool me 3 times, beep, peace out.
Yeah.
Load the chopper, let it rain on you. I had to finish it, sorry.
Love it. So, we've got 2 Aston Martins on hard tyres, which... I mean, personally, they would have had enough time, because so many people pitted. They could have pitted for mediums, and they wouldn't have lost... Okay, they would have lost a place to Charlie, and that would have been it. They'd have lost 1 place. Instead, they're on hard tyres. They're going to be sitting ducks. They're 5-lap-old, 6-lap-old tyres. Everyone else is on mediums. And that's what I was saying, like, if it was only 5 laps to go, yeah, sure. Keep track position, but we've still got, even with the next lap, we've got 9 to go. We're going to restart, I'm guessing, with 8 to go. And you would have only lost 1 place, but you would have been on the right tyre.
Yes. I don't think Raptor is too stressed about this, as he probably knows that he's got the pace to pull away from the people behind. And Vaporize is in P9, so By the time he is ready to attack Raptor, it's probably a race over. If nothing weird happens, of course.
And Faust is pitted to do another penalty.
And he doesn't pick up the 5 seconds. You love to see it.
Hey. Yeah, I mean, Raptor would have still preferred his 17-second lead that he had, but
yeah,
it's like you said, yeah, he's got the pace at hand. But Moller up, he's got 3-second penalty, but on a similar age of tyre, I suppose what they do have an advantage of is they've got the Aston Martins who are going to act as a buffer here. I think, especially at the restart. They won't have the same temperature levels. I mean, it'd be interesting to see. Safety car, will it do another lap if these other guys don't catch up?
Tricky one. It's gonna be close.
I think safety car normally only does so many laps, so these guys have to hurry up. They want to try and catch up.
Well, Raptor is going to back the field up even more if the safety car comes in this lap, so that should give them a little bit more time, and they're already gaining by quite a lot. I think it will stay out for another lap as they haven't closed in yet. Staying out for now. So I think we will get another lap behind the safety car. Are there people gambling and pitting for the softs? If you're at the back, if you're Roy or Hess, why not?
Yeah.
Just try something. Outer Rim has gone out on the softs. Is there someone gambling? No, they're not. Someone is. That's Tasmania. You love to see it. No!
But then
It
he
picks
gets-
up. 5
What
seconds
is going
more.
on?
Oh,
Why?
and Outer Rim as well.
How? How do you get a penalty when you're under safety car conditions? It's just, I just can't. It's just so silly, and like the race is neutralized. You can just coast to the line, and then just stop. You could even just stop before the line. Doesn't matter. The race is neutralized. And now you got a 5-second penalty, so it's pointless what you've just done. There's no point in having soft tyres because you've lost that advantage. So we're going to restart with 7 laps to go. And normally, Thomas, what do safety cars normally breed?
Let me think. Oh yeah, more safety cars.
Yeah, because everyone's going to be desperate. It's going to be like Australia last weekend. Everyone's going to try and, because it's your moment, make as many places as possible. And you got less laps, so people will be making more desperate moves. I do fear for the Aston Martins here.
Oh, they will be a sitting duck.
Yeah,
I don't get why they didn't pit.
with a capital Q for quack. Quack, quack.
Safety car in this lap. There we have it. With after this 7 laps to go. Two Haas, P1 and P2, and then 2 Aston Martins. 2 Ferraris together as well. People are taking teammates way too seriously in this race.
Yeah.
When is Raptor gonna go? He's probably going to wait until the final turn, really, because they will catch up when he's gonna go now. Getting a good exit. He is, and there we go. And he's got himself a nice little gap. Jones got caught off guard, and Raptor is gonna go. And I don't think Mollerop is going to see him back within now and the next 7 laps.
Yeah, inside Vaporizer battling his Ferrari teammate.
Vaporizer not making a move now. Inside, close to Britain.
Yep. So far tidy, not too crazy. Obviously we've got another 2 laps without DRS.
Oh, here goes Vaporizer down the inside. And inside shutting the door. Now AJ has gone through on Vaporizer and Stubbly as well. Side by side.
Oh.
They make contact,
Yeah.
but Vaporizer stays ahead.
Yeah, fair play by AJ. Making the move. AJ's got those tyres on. That setup obviously working well. I think as the tyres get up to temperature, though, like Jones is already now under pressure from Charlie. And he hasn't got DRS either to help him.
Hunt has a nice little gap though. As Jones is just taking everyone up behind. Look at the 2 Haas. They've got some insane pace. Mollerup is doing better than I expected. Credits to him.
Yeah. He's right up with Raptor. Yeah, they've left the other guys absolutely for dead. And to be fair, Raptor's got no energy left. And he'll see that as well. So, cause I know why he's done it, because he wants to get out of DRS, and unfortunately, he just can't. And Moller, next time by, DRS will be activated. If he can stay with him for the next quarter of a lap, he's going to get the DRS advantage.
Yeah, the thing is though, he's got 3 seconds. So
Yeah.
I think that's why Raptor is not too worried about it for now.
Unless he's only got 1 warning away from a penalty himself.
Yes. In that case, it's worrying.
Yeah. And yeah, Moller's going to get the DRS this time by. Oh, look at this. Hunt's backed off as well, so that his teammate gets DRS here.
Oh,
Very
this
smart.
is team play.
Yeah, it's smart. Oh, we got a yellow in sector 1, and that is a Red Bull of AJ.
AJ.
Unluckily. And now the train begins.
Yeah, these guys must be in a party together, Harbert and Jones.
Yeah.
See the train behind. Goes all the way to P... Oh my days. P13. They're all within a second of each other.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. 2 Ferrari drivers. Side by side, and Vaporizer gets ahead of inside. P7. Got yellow in sector 3.
Oh, Mollerup!
Oh no! Oh, how did that happen? Must have been too much on the throttle, and he's all the way down to P13. That means the Astons.
Yes.
Alright, there's me slating them. They're P2, P3 with a great master plan, and it protects both of them crucially, because it means the guys behind can't attack. And what it does do though is it's going to create this train. Look at this Vaporizer using the energy saved in that opening couple of laps. He's now picking off the guys. He's now got past Bryson. He's now P5. behind Charlie and Jones. P2 could still happen here for Vaporizer.
Ooh, as Mania with a spin.
Yeah.
Inside picks up 3 seconds. How is this going to play out? What is Vaporizer? How much does he have left in the tank?
Got so much grip. Another yellow. Oh, we got a has off again, I think, on those softs. Yeah, he's going to use the energy.
Ooh, and inside as well.
Yeah.
Here goes Vaporizer down the inside.
Oh,
They make contact. Charlie stays ahead.
We got has off again. I don't think there'll be a safety car though, it's not enough time. Beautiful. Retiring. He's going to make a move here, I think. Dive it down the inside? No.
Now, maybe now. Oh, he's
Charlie's got the speed.
Yeah.
I'd have dive bombed it on him before that corner, just so he would have had the because he would have the DRS anyway. Because he's got the advantage pace wise.
Yeah, Raptor checked out. He will take the victory if nothing strange happens. But what is Vaporizer going to do with the DRS now? He's gaining on Charlie. Is he going to make a move down the inside? Charlie defends! Ooh, a little bit of a double move from Charlie, but Vaporizer down the inside and he gets the job done. And now the podium is on the cards.
Yeah. With 2 to go. The 2 Aston Martins on their older hards against the charging Vaporizer.
Now the master plan needs to work for the Astons. It will be very close.
The thing is, the Astons have energy stored. They haven't been silly here. So Vaporizer doesn't really have that much of an advantage. But if Vaporizer can get close enough through Maggots and Beckett, which you would expect, then he'll just use his energy and the slipstream to his advantage. And then hopefully battle Hunt for that in the final lap here. If he can get past this Aston Martin, Hunt is a sitting duck.
Yeah, so if Hunt wants to finish in P2, Jones has to stay in front on this lap.
But I can't see it. If Vaporizer can get good Maggots Beckett's here, he's going to have
Which
such
he
a grip
does.
advantage.
Oh my days! The amount of grip.
Yeah.
Only doesn't defend the inside.
Yeah.
Jones has let Vaporizer go through, and Vaporizer is on to take P2 in this race.
Yeah. Final lap it is.
Final lap of this race, and we've got a brilliant battle for P2 and P3, because don't rule out Charlie, who still has a shot of taking P4 in this race, and if anything happens between these two guys, it will be a fight for the podium.
Hunt's got still enough energy to defend? But the hanger straight, I just can't see him being able to hold him off. Even with the energy he's got saved. Unless he uses the energy now. If I was him, I'd use the energy now.
He is.
Pull away. Yellow in sector 2. That's Tasmania off again. But to be fair, Hunt is using a lot more speed. Hunt's showing his true pace now. and he might be able to hold him off here. It's going to be it's just not going to have enough of a straight. It's going to be a final corner. Yeah, I think he might hold on here.
He might hold on, and we have to focus at Raptor, who is going to take victory here in Silverstone. He made a statement last week where he said, I'm not going to be driving in EU1. He got back for one race and he takes victory. Hunt remains in P2. Really well done by him. And fair play to Vaporize from last place on the grid. Takes the last podium spot. Jones P4, Brisson P5, Roy P6. Great recovery from him as well after that collision on lap 1. And because of the safety car, we got a very interesting end to this race.
Yeah. And Vaporize will be thinking, if he hadn't had the moment during the race, he might have been able to win it. But, yeah, I think Hunt showed his true pace in the end. Once Jones got overtaken, they actually dropped Jones by well over a second on that final lap. So I think Hunt could have been further ahead had it not been for the fact he was trying to keep his teammate in a position to get that podium. But not to be in the end.
Now it's time for champagne. So we go to the results of tonight's race. Raptor with the victory and the fastest lap. Clean sweep for him with the pole position as well. Couldn't have done any better. Hunt P2, Vaporizer runs off the podium in P3. We've got Jones in P4, Brisson P5, Roy P6, Charlie P7, Faust P8, Stapley P9, and Outer Rim rounds off the top 10. AJ P11 has made up P12, Inside P13, Morab P14, News P15, Charlie P16, and Fruitful P17. And that is it for tonight's stream. Thank you all for tuning in. We had 15 people pretty much the whole race, so you'll love to see it. Congratulations everyone who finished on the podium. Thank you all for joining the lobby, and thank you Lewis for joining the commentary box with me. It was a pleasure as always.
As always, yes, thank you very much. And yeah, congratulations to top 3. We'll be back next week for...
Oh, I'm too late. I hate this.
It's Netherlands. It's Netherlands.
No way.
Yeah.
My home Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Does that mean another lap in Dutch?
Yeah, yeah.
I sort of have to. Yes, next week it is Zandvoort on the calendar. So make sure you tune in for that one. And if you want to hear me talk Dutch, which obviously you want to, we all know you want. As I always say, have a good one, stay safe, and good.